Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to part 2 of the Danny Phantom tutorial. In this one I am going over how I wrap the top armor with the fabric. I am using a hoodie for this, so come along and let's figure it out together. So I'm starting off with this plain white hoodie because I want the chest and the shoulders and part of the arms to be white. Now I know this is not the typical Danny Phantom design. It's kind of like accumulation of fan art and other things that I've seen, and I really like this design, so this is what I'm going with. Now this is a pre-made hoodie. I got it from Hobby Lobby, I think. But what I've done to get it over the mannequin is I've cut it up the sides and down the sleeves. So it's just, I just was able to drape it over it. And I'm basically just, so I've got my chest piece set where I want it. So I'm freehanding this, essentially. I will try to have templates available for this pattern, but I can't guarantee that. Just gonna do my best. So I'm just going around the armor. And I'm going to cut around it and then glue it. Okay, so here I've got the hoodie all cut out. I did leave some extra around the sides to be able to wrap it. Now all up to this point I've been using the spray adhesive to glue the fabric down, but for this specific part I am going to use contact cement, and that's just because I am going to go essentially just around the edges and into the crevices here at the chest to make sure that it's going to hold and it's going to stay like really good. I just need more control of the glue, essentially. Since it's on the mannequin and there's so much overspray, I would get the spray glue onto my suit, and I don't want that. Not to mention I'll have to spray it on this side too, and it would get everywhere. But contact cement, I'm essentially gluing this down just like I would my muscle suits, which is where I put the contact cement onto the foam, lay the fabric over it, and heat it and push it into place. Okay, so I've got my contact cement in place, laying around the edges and a little bit down the middle. I'm not going all the way down right now because the contact cement on the EVA foam does dry fairly quickly. And for this, you know, typically you want your contact cement to dry before you apply your stuff. But since I am only applying it to one of the surfaces and then laying the fabric over it, I want my contact cement to still be pretty wet whenever I apply it. I'm going to really push, and I did apply contact cement along the edges here because I do want this chest plate to actually look like a chest plate. And then I'll take my heat gun on a low setting, and I'm just going to lightly heat around the areas where I place the glue and push the fabric while I'm doing that. It doesn't take very much because you could risk burning your fabric or your foam or reheating and deforming your foam. And you're going to want to do this in small sections, lifting up the fabric a little, as you go, apply your glue and work in small sections. And I'm going to go ahead and do the next section. Do things worth noting when you do areas that have like overlap right here, like the chest. You want to apply contact cement on the top, middle, and the bottom of this little part here, so that way you know that the whole area has enough glue on it and it will hold. And it's kind of weird because you want to follow that line, but you've actually got to follow this line going across. Alright, so I've got that all nice and coated in glue. I want to make sure that I pull this down tight while I am applying this. I'll start by using my finger. And I really want this fabric to get that wet glue on it before I start getting, hitting it with the heat gun. Because you're still essentially applying both surfaces with contact cement, It's just doing it this way, you're able to actually apply the contact cement in the correct spots on the fabric. Okay, so now I've got that all nice and pretty much on there. Now I'm gonna hit it with a heat gun and popsicle stick. And I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there's actually a bluish purple hue on my fabric here in the crease. And that's because I had Sharpie on the edge of this. So yeah, if you've got any kind of marker on the end of your popsicle stick, or I'm sure there's a name for this type of tool that's, you know, what it's used for. But it's going to transfer over if you got white fabric, so keep that in mind. Also be sure that you're pulling tightly as you're gluing this down. It is like the most for sure way to not get any wrinkles. Now for this next part, I am going to apply contact cement pretty much over the whole thing. And that's just because I did heat form this into kind of a muscular shape, and I want that to be shown through. So I am going to apply contact cement pretty much over this whole little ad piece here. And again, I'm still working in smaller sections, even with this little ad piece here. And that's just because the contact cement does dry so quickly on the EVA foam. On upholstery foam for muscle suits, it does not dry quite as quick. But see, now I have is just this much left. All right, and there I have the whole chest piece down. You can see how the detail really pops in that. Contact cement does do a better job at making sure you've got every detail down and no wrinkles. It just takes a little bit longer and a little more patience to get it all into place. And then of course I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna trim off this excess here and then fold it to the back and glue it down. All right, for the shoulders, it's a little more tricky, but I think the best thing to do is I'm gonna start down the center here, basically applying contact cement down the center seam. And I'm just gonna use the seam here on the hoodie as my center mark. And I'm basically going to push it down, and as I'm laying it down, I'm gonna pull it tight so that way all the wrinkles come out. And then I'll go over with the heat gun and really smooth it all out. And then work in, you know, front half, back half, doing the same process of pulling it tight and down while heating it. So now I've got my glue down the middle here. I've got it stretched tight. I'll take the heat gun. Just like that. And I'll do the same process for the front and the back. There's the front. And there's the back. I'm gonna trim off some of this extra fabric so it can be wrapped under and glued. Well, alright guys, that does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see what's coming up next. Hit that little bell notification. Always remember, there are no mistakes in cosplay, only battle damage. You guys have a great one.